Hey all, welcome to my studio vlog. This is my weekly peek into what I've been doing over the last few months, and I'm going to be sharing a fun self-portrait painted in gouache that I had displayed at a local shop in downtown Vancouver, Washington. I'm real excited about that. I don't do portraits. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone yet again because that's part of this journey this year. Stepping out of that comfort zone, pushing through, doing things that surprise me, delight me, stretch me, create sometimes a little bit of discomfort, because when you are uncomfortable with something, that usually means it's just outside of your comfort zone. And if you push through and you work on that discomfort and make it comfortable, you've grown. Hopefully I will have enough stuff to put into videos that is interesting to you guys. Please let me know in the comments if you're enjoying these kinds of little peeks behind the curtain into the studio. I'm enjoying making them, and I hope that you're enjoying watching them. I have a whole bunch of them. I'm making a playlist of my vlogs, so if you want to binge watch, click on the iCard up above, and there's more coming. So that will be a continually growing list. It's linking the playlist, so even if you're watching this a year down the road, there will be a lot of vlogs in that playlist. This week, I'm going to share with you this portrait that I did of myself, and I'd like to get better at doing people. So remember, this is my first painted portrait, and instead of doing a portrait of somebody I don't know or somebody, in my family that might be offended, I decided to do a portrait of myself. And that was also the brief for the community portrait gallery, was self-portraits. So by doing a self-portrait, I hit a lot of growth opportunities. I did use the Vinci Eye app to transfer a photograph onto the surface that I am painting on. And that surface is just a dollar store box. I figured if I messed it up, it wasn't going to be very expensive to paint over it, because, it's just paint. You can always paint over it and paint again. And sometimes that makes even better paintings later on. I'll put it on a shelf and take a look at it and see if I've grown with my portrait painting skills in a year. Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll come back and I'll look at it and go, oh my gosh, I actually had that put up in public. People saw it and they saw my name attached to it. But you know what? I'm proud of it right now. So I think that I need to share right now. Saving it to share it in a year, I might not be proud of it then. You ever find that? It's really interesting. These are vlogs. I am just sharing, sometimes just sharing the baffling inside of my brain. And you get to see some of the chaos behind me, because this is my studio. This is the way it looks. I wanted to do this quick little video chatting with you guys because the light is good in here today. I almost forgot. My new coloring book is out. I did post a quick little flip through of some of the pictures on short video, and some of you have seen it. The link is listed up in the iCard and down below in the more information box. If you are interested, the coloring book is available now on Amazon, and it is so cute. And the link is down below in the more information box and up above in the iCard. So please check it out. If you do buy a copy of the coloring book or any of my books, please make sure and leave a review after you get it. Remember that I don't have any control over the paper. Vinci AR app I just have transfer the photo onto my prepped the dollar store box. So if there's a problem with the layout or there's information about the pictures you want me to know, please put that in your review over on Amazon. It also helps out other people who are possibly thinking about buying the book. So thank you guys, and let's get back to the show. To prep it, all I did was peel all the paper off and scrape all the paper off, and didn't get all the paper off. And then I just painted over it with gesso that was tinted with a little bit of paint. And then I just moved on and transferred the picture. Transferring the picture using an app to help me get my placement, my size, my proportions. You're going to cover it with paint. You're just going to have to remember that there's certain things there and where they were. But it gives you a head start on how to get started on it. I know there's a lot of people, they're like, oh, that's just cheating. It's just cheating. You're not really an artist. You're not really making anything new. You're just copying a photograph. Well, no, that's not true. I'm using the photo as a reference. Things change. As you put paint on, you're modifying, you're adjusting, you're doing it. It's not cheating to use something to get more quickly to the part that you want to do. I do draw. I can draw. I have drawn a face before, several times. But when I want to get a likeness, I'm going to trace. And truthfully, if you were to sit in the back of a studio of, 50 people who do commission portraits, that at least half of them, if not 3/4 of them, are using some type of transferring method. Even if it's gridding or tracing or projection, they're using something. So don't feel bad. Professional artists do trace. Now, there are some professional artists that don't, and they are amazing. And I have full, just admiration for people who can do that. I can do that. It just takes so much longer. So, Vinci AR app to the rescue, tracing the picture onto the box, and then I got right into painting. Now, this did take me a few hours to do the painting, and I did it over a couple days. So, sometimes you paint and then you have to leave something alone for a little while, come back to it and look at it and see if it's what you like, if you're anticipating moving forward with it or getting bored and painting over it. I didn't paint over the whole painting. I do go back after a couple days and I fix the kind of hump on my shoulder look. It was weird. It looked like I was, like this. And that's not the way I sit. That's not the way. All right. So I want you to notice here, I'm putting in shadows and this face is looking awful. I was having this sinking feeling inside my chest where I was going, oh no, what have I done? But then I trusted the process and I kept going on and I kept working on layers and adding more colors, and I am really happy with how it turned out. So don't throw your paintbrushes in disgust when you get to that point where the painting is not looking like you want it to look. It takes time to learn a skill, and boy, am I working on learning this skill and giving myself grace and time to learn and to explore and to experiment, because that's the only way you get better, is by trying and not getting what you want and trying again. So this is the color that my eyes are in real life. So, I'm going to have to run it back to look at it and see what color they are, right? Just like a person learning a musical instrument, you don't expect someone to pick up a violin and start playing with a philharmonic orchestra the day after they start trying. They're going to do years of practice. I expect years of practice in making portraits if that's what I end up wanting to do. But you know what? I got a passable portrait out of this, and I'm pretty excited. So let's keep going. Again, you paint over lines, you start making up lines. That's all part of making it art, right? Now, this is a representation of me. It actually looks fairly close. I mean, if somebody saw that and saw me, they'd probably figure out that it was a picture of me. All right. So, yeah, it's done. It's finished as much as this is going to be. I am actually kind of pleased. Didn't turn out too bad. I've got some dimension. I've got some color. This eye is wrong, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm done. I think I've gotten to the point where I'm done. I think I'm getting bored and I need to move on. Yep, I did give my hair a bit more body, but I am really pleased with how I've got this area around the mouth actually looking like it's shaped. It's not just a flat mouth. I'm happy with that. There we go. And you see, it's not shiny, but it does feel like it's got a bit of dimension. I'm really quite pleased. This is going to go up at the Kindred Homestead in their community gallery. It was done with that Turner Acrylic Gouache. I like the non-reflective quality to it. It still has a lot of depth. If I don't have to varnish this, but I can. And if I varnish it, it will be with probably with a satin first and then a matte. You want the coating that's closest to the paint to sort of deepen and richen it. And the matte doesn't really richen the colors as much, but I don't even have to do anything. I don't have to varnish this. It is acrylic. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I don't think that portraiture is where my heart is going to lead me right now. I'm feeling much more at home with doing some still lifes and getting out and doing some drawing in nature. So I think that's where I'm leading. But this was fun, and I'm pretty pleased. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your suggestions. And I appreciate your support. Your support means so much. If you haven't already clicked that like button and you do like it, please click the like button. Even if you're on a TV watching, you can use your little remote control and move up, and there'll be 3 little dots. You can click on those 3 dots and it will give you your thumbs up. You can also subscribe to a channel that way too. You just click on the subscribe button. So there you go. Thank you so much. Remember, go out and do something creative. Take care of yourself so you can take care of those around you. I'm taking care of myself this year on this journey, and I hope that you want to keep coming back for more. We'll see you soon. Bye.